Greetings, loved ones. Today we're going to talk about defamation threats by abusers. Help us get these messages out. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit the like button and the notification bell. Hit that share button and share these messages with others. You never know, just by doing so you could save a life. So what do you do if your abuser threatens to sue you for defamation if you report domestic violence? These batterers, they are master manipulators who know and use all kinds of techniques to intimidate their partners to prevent them from reporting abuse to law enforcement. And one such technique that a perpetrator might use is to threaten to sue the abused intimate partner in civil court for defamation or libel if she reports the abuse. This technique is referred to as a strategic lawsuit against public participation, or SLAP. The idea is that the abuser threatens a lawsuit knowing his or her partner does not have the time, the money, or access to resources to fight a court battle. And if the abused partner believes that this is true, he or she may decide against reporting the abuse out of fear of having to deal with another court case or to suffer monetary damages. David Ward, legal and executive counsel at Legal Voice, a nonprofit organization dedicated to the legal rights of women, says what it comes down to is that the abuser will try to sue the victim of domestic violence for reporting the domestic violence. It is abusive litigation. He says the abuser tries to use the court case system to further harass, coerce, intimidate, and terrorize the survivor. And unfortunately, we see it not infrequently. There are abusers who will try to retaliate against victims in any way they can. Fortunately, legislatures are recognizing and addressing this intimidation technique and passing laws against these types of lawsuits. 28 states, along with the District of Columbia, have anti-SLAP laws on the books, and these are the states: Arizona, Arkansas, California, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, New York, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, and Washington. Other states may have anti-SLAP protections in place that are not in the form of specific legislation. The wording of anti-SLAP laws varies by state. Generally, they affirm that a domestic violence victim cannot be sued in a civil court for reporting an issue that's of interest to a government agency, says Ward. He says that anti-SLAP laws protect you from what you say in the courtroom in the instance of a criminal case. Anti-SLAP laws do have one drawback, though. They do not prevent the frivolous cases from going to court. They only offer a defense once the case is in court. Ward says that you still have to go through the court system, meaning you will still need to hire an attorney. But the good news is that if the case is found to be barred by anti-SLAP laws, you have the right to be reimbursed for your attorney fees. In my experience with thousands of cases, when abusers threaten to sue victims, they never actually do it. Remember, the threats are to prevent the survivor from filing suit and testifying. File the suit. Testify in court. And let him face his consequences. If he files a defamation suit, there is protection. But they rarely do this. Everything they do is about power and control. Threats and intimidation are meant to manipulate the survivor to do what the aggressor wants. The truth is that once you file a police report and begin the process, the power and control are in your hands, not his. This is why he is so determined to make you back down. He wants to regain control. And the laws and the courts are set up to protect and advocate for survivors of abuse. You have lots of help out there. And the power, this is what I tell everybody, the power is in your hands. Remember that. The power is in your hands. With 1 in 3 women experiencing domestic violence worldwide and 15 million children witnessing the violence every year, the question is not if you'll encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? You could be the person who saves a life. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. And those who suffer violence need to know that those who love them and those who don't even know them will step out and reach out to them to give them the help and the courage they need before it's too late. Help us get these messages out. That's what all of this is about. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, hit the like button and the notification bell, and please share these messages with others. You never know, just by doing so you could save a life. If you are a victim of violence, listen to me. I want you to know the truth. The truth is that you are valued, you are loved, you are intelligent, and you are beautiful. God does not want you to suffer violence. He wants you to live in peace and tranquility. There is a way out. You're not alone. It's not your fault. And abuse is not love. If you're a victim of violence, please reach out to somebody today. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. And if you know of a child suffering violence, tell the authorities. In our next episode, we're going to talk about when you can't collect evidence of abuse. Until then, God bless you.